Everybody, yo, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's feeling amazing today. Yo, we finished our part one of the Prince family documentary. So we're about to get on to part two, you know what I'm saying? We're about to get on to part two. Alright, so if you guys new, please just like, comment, share, subscribe, but let's get to the video.
My name is Damian Cryer.
Yo, Damian.
Prince's dad.
Yo.
48 years old. I love life. I have 4 sons. One actually passed away in 2017 from a drowning at Lakeside Park here in Fort Wayne. He was my oldest son. He's 30 now. Then I have my 11-year-old son, Darian.
Me.
Then I have a son named King. Then my son, Damon.
What's good, man? It's your boy, Damian, man.
The doctor told my mom to have an abortion. The doctor said, you might as well just basically don't have this baby. My mom said, why? They said, because your son, he's gonna be born without a spine. My mom said, I'm not killing my baby. And then my mom ended up having me and I ended up having a spine. So the doctor was wrong. So I've been getting counted out since before I came out the wombs.
Dang.
They just don't believe in the kid. They don't believe in you until it's too late.
I was born and raised in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I was the 3rd out of 10 kids.
Hey.
I have an extremely big family. The upbringing of Damon was like how my upbringing was incorporated with my husband now.
I'm real loose. I hang out. I'm a family man. I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? Most of his life. Since he was a youngster sucking on the thumb. That was Damon. You know, he used to laugh like, Damon, get that thumb out your mouth, and you a boy, you know. So pretty much his life.
Damon was always somebody, one of those kids with.
Yep, he kept the head, man. He got the head.
All kind of stuff. Not so much focused on school, but always talking about building a hotel
on the moon
or something. So he was always coming up with different ideas, painting shoes, trying to make his own clothes, writing on shirts, different things like that. But he was always a good kid, though. He just was always, every time he knocked on my bedroom door, he was always showing me something different, asking me if I thought it was a good idea or something.
Every young kid, you know, want to test their parents, you know. And it came a time where I knew it was coming a time they was going to test me. Not only Damon, it was his brother, you know. It was all of us together. And that night that Damon got stabbed, it was an altercation between his brother and my nephew. And when everything came about, you know,
It was like a bad winter storm that night, you know. I was making hot wings. It was a typical night, you know.
Hey, that sounds so good right now. I ain't gonna lie, hot wings.
Different flavors because everybody wanted something different. It was my husband nephew was over. You know, he was about maybe 7, 8, I don't know. But I guess he started something with my older son, which my older son was maybe 16, I guess. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. But anyway, there was a conflict with them too. And then my husband had said something because it was just so loud. I guess, I don't know, basically my nephew and my son got into it. So there was a big commotion about my son and my husband now.
Damon rushed downstairs to help his brother, and they pretty much the type, because I was finna discipline his brother. You know, you put your hands on a young, you know what I'm saying, you little cousin, and I gotta discipline you. But he was at that age, I knew they was about to test me.
Right.
So that was the night the test came.
And so Damien came out the room, and he was like, just instantly took his brother's side, and I guess that from that point on, it was, I guess when Damien intervened, and my mom was over, and my sister, and so they all jumped my husband, and they all jumped him. My mom, my sister, my 2 sons, and so at that point, my husband he grabbed something. He went in the kitchen and grabbed something. He grabbed a pot and a pitchfork, and I guess he just threw it, you know, like get off me type of stuff, and I guess that's how, Damon got stabbed.
I got a phone call. You know, it was almost like one of the worst calls that you ever want to get as a parent, you know. And he was just saying, he was like yelling and crying, and I could tell that something was wrong. He had to be about 14 or 15 years old.
Right.
And he told me that he got stabbed, and there was police everywhere, and I freaked out. I didn't even clock out or tell nobody I was leaving the plant. I just left, jumped in my truck, and went over there. The time I got over there, was police everywhere. The boyfriend, I just wanted to just snatch his throat out of his head, but he kept running into the house and closing the door in my face. The police tried to take me to jail. So it was really devastating for me to get a call that my son had got stabbed.
Right.
Everybody's trying to explain the situation and this and that and who fell on top of what, but I wasn't really trying to hear it. So it was really devastating moment.
He didn't get stabbed. He got poked. We was tussling in the floor and going back and forth.
Yo, he laughed with it though.
And kind of got broken away somehow. And I had got it was a fork somewhere laying around there, and I threw the fork and it hit Damon in the shoulder. It hit him in his shoulder somewhere, and he like, oh, like he just been shot or something. Oh,
Dang, he laughing though? I'd be mad.
And then when it got ambulance, everybody came and went to the hospital, and he had like a Band-Aid.
So my stepdad, he said I just got poked. Why that nigga lying, bro? If I got poked, why did he go to jail? Like, why did he go to jail, bro? If I got poked, why you get locked up? Why you have to set bond to get bonded out? Why did we go to foster care, me and my brother? Like, if I got poked, why did they remove me out the house? Why did CPS get involved if I just got poked?
Right.
Like, no, I got stabbed, bro. Like, I don't even know why he tried to water it down and make it seem like this, like I just got poked. If I got poked, I would have never been bleeding everywhere. And the ambulance whenever came and the police and all that. You feel me? I got stabbed, bro. And it was intentional. That's how I feel about it. He goes to the hospital. He was locked up. They got thrown in the back of the police car.
That was the intention. I guess that wasn't the intention though. But 4 people was jumping him. So he was trying to defend himself. And I can't remember. I do remember I was on a phone call 911 because it just escalated. The situation escalated so bad. And 911 was called and Damon was sent out on the stretcher.
But they tried to make it seem like, oh, he got stabbed. But it wasn't a stabbing situation. It was, things that families go through. And
my husband was instantly arrested. They arrested him instantly without listening to the story. I guess because he caused bodily harm. At the time, it was just, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know whose side to take. I just was like,
dang, honestly. And I don't know, man. I don't know. That's hard.
I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's, still to this day right now, it's been a lot of years ago, and he's rekindled some of that relationship with the stepdad, but I'm going to always feel some type of way about that. Always.
Right.
And he knows it.
For some kids, it sticks with them.
There was a bandage on my arm after the incident. Because I was bleeding everywhere. Like when the EMS came, they literally had to cut my shirt. You know what I'm saying? Just to get to it was a bandage over my arm.
Right.
Because that's the point in their life, things is changing.
They got locked up. And after that, I didn't even go back to the crib. They placed me and my brother with my auntie. And then after that, they took us and they put us in a foster care facility.
It wasn't a big deal. It really wasn't.
And after the foster care facility, they placed us in my auntie's possession because she actually had her foster license. And then we stayed with her.
At the time, Damon went to the foster home. I wanted him to stay with me, but during the time when I spoke with Juvenile, because of my past and the prisons and all that stuff, they wouldn't let me get him. So I felt some type of way. I did try to get him. I talked to CPS multiple times, and the only thing they could look at was my record, and just, So it was a herder because I have nothing against his auntie or nothing like that. But I knew back then, that she was into the rap thing and she was blowing up too, and it was getting kind of wild. People they was hanging out with, I didn't want my son around them. So, again, it was still devastating that he got stabbed and then he had to go stay with his auntie, which I really wasn't cool with. But.
So, we took whatever classes we had to, or, actually we did visitations, we cooperated with the courts. And so when we went to court, they asked Damon if he wanted to come back home. First he was kind of like, no. And then his brother was like, look, it's better at home, than the auntie house. And basically at the end of the day, they all came home.
Right.
I felt bad, really bad about it. Like, it was something that shouldn't have happened.
Right.
We got past it, but every family goes through a trial and tribulation where kids want to be rebellious. When they came back, we wanted things to be better, and it really didn't get better. I don't know how he actually felt, but the way I felt, I just wanted the best for him.
It's so crazy because Now that I'm older, even Marvin, like my mom and Marvin, they like look at me like eye to eye now. Like they don't talk to me like I'm just a little kid. But back then, I didn't think I was a little kid myself. Like I thought I had goals, dreams, I had the vision, but they wasn't trying to hear me out. And one of the things too, they didn't support my visions. Like they didn't support what I wanted to do.
He became a lot stronger. His ego became a lot stronger because he didn't like people, laughing at and talking about. So he became a lot stronger.
Yeah.
With his personality, but yeah, he was in between, just the adolescent of a kid, little soft on one side, and then when people start picking on him, then he found himself. It's like, nah, ain't nobody picking on me. So, he threw some of them punches back when he was growing up.
I didn't have nothing. My family didn't have nothing.
Right.
My mom had 9 kids, struggling paycheck to paycheck. At the time, when I was younger, living with my mom, my dad, my dad was like kind of like in and out my life. I wasn't as close as my dad as I am now. And then when I did come around, my dad asked for money, and my dad said, "You gotta get a job." You know what I'm saying? But you a kid in high school, middle school, you don't want to hear that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I expect, hey dad, can I have some money? I expect him to be like, here you go, but it wasn't like that.
It wasn't easy. In and out the system, trying to stay in their life, and having kids scattered out like that wasn't easy.
Right.
There was always a question as of one kid would ask, like, Damon, he thought that he didn't get enough attention from me. Then my other kids feel like they didn't get enough attention from me. But it wasn't easy to balance it out. It was actually kind of hard, especially being that they were spread it out. So
I used to get a lot of referrals. I used to be late to class a lot.
Fights, and then that led to getting kicked out, getting smart with the teachers.
Damn. He definitely had it tough though. But I'm gonna end this right here. I'm gonna pick it up a little later. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please don't forget to check the links in the description box below. Man, you guys have an amazing day. Adios, amigos. Peace.